Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Frugalisama. My name's Sam. This is where I talk about all things sewing, and I've got another Sew Frugal 22 prize reveal for you. So Sew Frugal 22 is a challenge that myself and Ruana are running over on Instagram. That is to make yourself a garment using a free pattern, using fabric from your stash, and the reveal date is over on Instagram on the 31st of March. You don't have to make a video, just show a photograph of your finished garment on the 31st, not before, and it does have to be a garment. We've got lots of vloggers coming along every day to give you inspiration, and today you should have seen Adele, who is Sew for Serenity, and Selena, who is Sew Small. And the playlist for all the vloggers is going to be down below in my description box, and that will link you to all the vloggers that are involved, giving you their ideas. So today's prize reveal is from Tammy Handmade, and this is a relatively new to me pattern company. I think I found out about her when she brought out her free pattern, the Etty, and I shared it on my Instagram post, and she came back to me and said thank you for sharing. And because it was sort of mid-February time, I very cheekily said to her, would you like to sponsor us? So she very, very generously has sponsored us with 3 PDF patterns. So these are specific PDF patterns, you don't get to choose, so I'm going to talk you through the 3 ones that you could be in with a chance to win. And then I will talk about the free one that I've just whipped up this afternoon so that we can have a little chat about that one as well. Her patterns are all digital, there are no paper patterns, so great as an international prize. You can just download them as A4 or A0. Size range from them all is from a 6 to 24, which goes from a 31-inch bust and a 24-inch waist up to a 49-inch bust and a 42-inch waist, and the maximum hip is 52 inches. So one of the PDF prizes is for the rear, and that is a dress with a V-neck, scooped back, semi-fitted bodice, and it's got loose waist and hips and tiered skirts. All their patterns are really beginner friendly. So it's just slip on is this one, no fastening, and it is designed for woven fabrics. So you can use a satin or a poplin or a viscose, crepe, chiffon, something like that for it. There is a little version where they've converted the straps into ties. That's a really nice one. And yeah, it's just a nice one with a little ruffle at the hem. So the second one is another one for woven fabrics, and that's the ramen. That's got long tie straps and a square neckline, and it's got 3-tiered skirt. What's nice about this one is it's got exposed ruffles, so it's a nice little detail for you. It's not a maxi, but it is quite long. It's just above the ankles is that one. And again, no fastenings like zips or buttons or anything like that, so quite a good one for beginners. And the third one that she's put up as a prize is the Leona, and this one is actually for a knit. So she's saying something that's got a 4-way stretch, such as a scuba or a stretch velvet, something like that. Something with a little bit of substance and a medium weight, a little bit of structure. The Leona is a figure hugging dress, and there's 2 lengths to this one. So you can go midi with a side split, or you can go a little bit shorter, probably just about knee length, something like that. So this has got a fitted bodice, a deep V at the front, and a low back and some thin straps. So very sort of slinky and sexy is that one. So she's got about 9 garment patterns on there, so well worth having a look at her website, and I will leave a link to her website below. So the free one is the one that I've just whipped up this afternoon, and I'm sure you've heard people talking about it over the course of the challenge. And I thought I'd just sew it up and let you know how easy it is to sew. It's another one that's designed for wovens is this one. Something like a lightweight woven such as a satin or a poplin or a viscose or a crepe. I've actually done it in a lightweight linen, and you can see the facing through this one. It is a little bit sheer, but I'm fine with that. There is a facing on it, and that covers up anything that I don't want to show, such as my bra. It's just a nice little camisole is this one with this unusual scalloped edge. So it's really, really pretty. The straps are very thin, so if you are used to wearing a white strapped bra, it's not going to cover it. But the back, I'll just spin Mandy round. The back is just straight at the back, and again you can see that facing there. Obviously you wouldn't see that so much if the fabric wasn't quite so sheer. It is sewn with a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance is this. Not something that I'm used to. It's either 3/8 of an inch or 5/8 of an inch. So a little bit less waist, and the hem, I did put a slightly deeper hem on mine. It's supposed to be 1/2 inch and then another 1/2 inch, and I did 1 inch and 1 inch because I found it was just a little bit too long for me. So that's just a personal choice. So the size range is the same as I said before. It goes from a 31-inch bust up to a 49-inch bust. and it doesn't go as far as your hip. There's about 11 inches of ease in the waist on this, so fairly loose throughout the bodice really. It's supposed to be a little bit more fitted at the bust and loose throughout the bodice. So that's the Etty. I would say it's a relatively easy sew. Again, there's no fastenings on it, and you know, the only point of difficulty really is taking it really nice and slowly around those scallops. I'm not sure whether really it should have been interfaced. There's no instructions to either interface it or stay stitch it. I would suggest if you are using something that's going to stretch out that maybe you want to put a little bit of interfacing on there. She shows it paired with her henna trousers, and I think that would give her a nice two-piece jumpsuit look. And yeah, it took me about an hour to make. It's not a difficult sew at all. So if you're wondering why I'm in a different location, I'm afraid the husband's got the dreaded COVID, so I've had to relocate to the sewing room so that I'm not disturbing him. So that's it from me today. I'll be back tomorrow with another prize reveal. Thank you so much everyone for sharing your Sew Frugal whips. This is one of mine. Don't forget to use the hashtag Sew Frugal Whip or WIP, and I will be back tomorrow with another prize reveal. Bye.